What's going on, you guys? It's StrangeLuv, and I'm here to bring you sort of my first reactions of the Black Ops 2 reveal trailer, so let's get right into it. At the beginning we see Frank Woods sitting in a place called the Vault. Now that could be a place for retirees because it says he's retired. The date also says that it's 2025, so this takes place about 60 years in the future from the first Black Ops game, making him probably in his 80s or 90s, and he looks pretty old, so that seems about right. Now, right off the bat, the trailer already looks like this world is way more technologically advanced. You have all these different aircraft, little robotic tanks, missiles going off, and even some stealthy looking aircraft. It almost looks like a stealth bomber. Not to mention the quad rotor that we all heard about. Now, coming up here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, but there's this guy in the hallway where we can see a red gun. It's almost like we can see him through the wall, which makes sense with some of the rumors that were coming out about heat vision and being able to see our enemies through walls with some sort of technology. So maybe that's the case, and we'll see if that's actually in the multiplayer or not. We go forward, and there's a city being ravaged by war, and it's pretty obvious that this city is LA. There's also some billboards that say that it's Los Angeles. So we've got a war in LA. We also see some footage of what looks to be Middle Eastern countries. We also have Frank Woods saying, "What happens when the enemy steals the keys?" And then he goes on to later say, "The things they built to keep us safe are turned against us." Now, I want to point out that a lot of the technology that we're seeing in this happens to be unmanned vehicles, unmanned aircraft, so this must be a time where we've turned to technology and robots to maybe do the fighting for us, and we haven't really utilized soldiers. And what he's saying is we have to go back to using real people to fight the wars for us, and maybe all this technology got into the wrong hands, and it's coming back to bite us in the ass. I also want to point out that there's horses. How awesome is that? Riding horses in the campaign or in multiplayer, I don't care, that's pretty awesome to me. Also, there's a spot right here that I'm going to pause. It says X-47 Pegasus kill. From what I looked up, the Pegasus is another one of those unmanned vehicles, so we'll see if we get to have that in multiplayer, but for sure that's got to be something that we get to pilot in the campaign. Also, right here at the end, after it says the future is black, I want to pause it one more time. There are these numbers on the screen, and you know Treyarch and their numbers. There is a little coordinate written on the screen, and on the website there were all these different coordinates that led to different places, but this one, I looked it up, and it's the location of the LA Police Department. So I'm wondering if that's where the whole war begins. It starts with the police department, and they have something to do with it. Either they turn against everybody and maybe use the technology to start the war, or maybe that's just the center that gets hit first by terrorists or something. But anyway, you guys, those are just my first impressions of the revealed trailer for Black Ops 2. I kind of wish it wasn't called Black Ops 2 because I think they could have thought of something a lot more creative. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm stoked for this game. But until next time, this is StrangeLuv signing out. Mwah! Take it easy.